Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to give you an update on the construction of the new Parliament building. Now currently the Parliament building is Gordon House on Duke Street in downtown Kingston. So the government has plans to build a new Parliament building, and it's going to be at National Heroes Circle, which is where we're driving by now on the right. We're going to just take a quick tour of National Hero Circle from the main road, and then we drive inside to give you a look at the actual property. So a lot of government ministries are down here. On the left is the Ministry of Finance, then you have the Ministry of Social Security, and then the Ministry of Education. And National Heroes Park is where the national heroes of Jamaica are buried, along with prime ministers. So the park is actually at the bottom of this section. It's like separate from National Heroes. It's a part of it, but it has its own fence, its own section. So the park won't be affected by this construction. That's the Ministry of Education there. So it's the where we saw the cars parked. That is the section that they're going to be using for the construction. And when this project was announced, a lot of persons were saying, will the communities around National Heroes Circle be affected? And the answer is no. They are only going to be building in the circle, basically, not on the outskirts. So all the construction will take place within National Heroes Circle. All right, so the government put out an update that will give a lot of information as to what's going on. Now the project hasn't started yet, and they plan to start it by the end of this year. But every year an announcement comes out that for the last 3 or 4 years that this project will start at the end of the year. So we will keep you guys updated to see when they actually start. And we can add this to our list of subjects or topics that we give you updates on every 2 weeks. Or perhaps we'll wait till they actually start. Alright, so we're going to go through an article that was recently put out that will give a lot more information as to timelines and what's going on with the construction of the new Parliament building. The construction of the new House of Parliament building is to be declared a national strategic project. The undertaking forms part of the National Heroes Park redevelopment and government campus project, which is a component of the master plan to redevelop downtown Kingston. This was disclosed by Prime Minister the Most Honorable Andrew Holness during a multi-stakeholder meeting on the government campus and House Parliament project at Jamaica House. He informed that Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. the Honorable Nigel Clark, is expected to seek parliamentary approval by the end of May, noting that Cabinet took a decision to declare the initiative a national strategic project. For Parliament, we await 2 approvals. One is the approval to build, and the other is to build using a strategic project cover. The strategic project has to be declared through the Ministry of Finance, and I'm told by the Financial Secretary that has been sent to the drafters, and you should have that back next week. So let's say by the end of May, the minister should be able to come to Parliament with the order, and hopefully as well, by the end of May, we should have in hand the Cabinet submission, Mr. Holness said. Cabinet's approval is also needed for, among other things, land acquisition regarding a new parking facility for the Finance Ministry. Parking for the ministry will be moved from its current location in the park, and lands have been identified to facilitate this undertaking. That cabinet submission should come to us next week so that we can give the approval. That will take another week or 2 to filter through the system, and then Once that approval is given, the National Land Agency will start acquisition of lands, Mr. Holness said. The Prime Minister informed that ground is slated to be broken for the project in October or November this year. We have some work to be done on the procurement process for the contractor. It is not complete. There are some issues there which we will have to resolve. But once that procurement process starts, or rather is completed, and the contractor is selected, mobilization could be very rapid. So you could literally see soil turning by October, November this year, he said. Mr. Holness charged the various stakeholders, entities, and agencies to work together to ensure the project's execution, emphasizing that your part in this is important. Urban Development Corporation Deputy General Manager, Planning Development and Project Management, Loy Malcolm, said communication and engagement will be deepened as the project's construction phase approaches. We view the first phase of relocation activities, which are related to the parking for the Finance Ministry, as a very critical pilot and demonstration of how we will roll out the remainder of the government's campus. So it's a small block, but if we can do that right and do it in a timely manner, I think we will have a blueprint for how the rest of the execution can happen, he said. The Urban Development Corporation will manage the construction of the new Parliament building. The design was selected from entries during a competition launched in May 2018 and open to architects based locally and in the diaspora. Construction is slated to commence this year and will be undertaken in phases. So that is the latest update on the project. So this area that we're driving on, this is where it will be built. Now, they had said earlier that all the construction of the Parliament building will take place within this area. But now they're talking about acquiring lands for a parking garage for the Ministry of Finance, which clearly is not part of the Parliament building. So we'll keep you guys updated as to what's going on with that. And I'm very surprised that they haven't selected a contractor yet. What do you guys think? I mean, this project started in 2018 and they don't have a contractor yet, and the project is to start at the end of this year. All right, guys, that's the Ministry of Finance building straight ahead. So let us know what you think about this update. All right, guys, have a good day.